I can't believe it. The NFL season, it is here. 2020, people. We never thought we'd get there, but we're here, and we've got you covered at WagerTalk.com and SportsMemo.com. In fact, two legendary handicappers joining us here to break down a couple of games. Marco D'Angelo of WagerTalk, Mark Lawrence of SportsMemo.com. And we'll start with an NFC East battle here. Marco D'Angelo, we got this team from Washington, I don't even know what to call them, taking on the team from Philadelphia. Eagles versus, don't know. But I do know this, a lot of new faces, new coach, new everything in Washington. The question for you, Marco, is, are we going to get the same old football team from Washington?
Well, Joe, absolutely not. We're going to see changes with the Washington football team. I don't know how many times I'll screw that up this year, but you look at this team, Ron Rivera comes in. Now, normally I wouldn't want to jump on a team with a new coaching staff and everything, and especially a second-year quarterback like Dwayne Haskins. But I like Coach Ron Rivera, and I think he's going to get this team rolling in the right direction. The key is going to be the development of Haskins and how quickly he learns what Rivera wants him to do. One of the things that I think Rivera will let him do is you look back to his days with Carolina, Cam Newton would tuck the ball and run. That's where Haskins was good, so good at Ohio State, made him that dual threat quarterback. We'll see some of that this year. But the big changes for Washington, Joe, is going to be on the defensive side of the football this year with that number one draft choice of Chase Young.
All right, and I got to ask you, though, Marco, what is the over-under on the amount of games that Carson Wentz actually plays in this year for the Eagles?
Yeah, that's a problem anytime you look at Carson Wentz, his durability. He has played well. We've seen, that first season they were rolling until the leg injury. But I look at this Philadelphia team, and I'm going to quote our good buddy Ralph Michaels with this stat. We've got a situation week one in the NFL where since 2014, teams, if you just blindly played division underdogs, if it's a division game, underdog, you bet them, you would have a real tidy 21-5-1 against the spread record. Now, I go back and I look at Philadelphia, and they had 9 wins last season. But if you look at those 9 wins, 5 of them were by 8 points or less, meaning a one-score game. I can't lay those points on the road. First week of the season, I'll go ahead. I'll take the home dog here. Yes, granted, we don't have true home field advantage like we would in a normal season with fans and such. But as bad as the product's been in Washington, maybe having no fans is a good thing. I'll take Washington plus the points.
All right, good stuff. Now, Mark Lawrence, SportsMemo.com. Let me ask you, a very interesting weekend. This is a heck of a game to start, too. NFC East division rivals, two teams that know each other, although there are a lot of new faces there. Talk to me about how you see this game actually playing out.
What's interesting to me in this particular matchup is that we have an abundance of division games that open up the NFL football season. I've never seen this many before. And there are decided edges with division dogs in the first week of the season. This being the case for Washington in this particular game, I liked them whether or not they were a division matchup or not. A couple of reasons I'm going there. Number one, I think this is a huge dedication game, both to Alex Smith being back in the locker room for Washington. I think he'll be a huge, huge factor as far as the mental approach of this football team goes. And number two, Ron Rivera, the head coach, battling through cancer treatments right now. I can see this being a huge mental get-up game for Washington in this contest. And if you take a look at Rivera, what he's done in his career, he's been all money at home. He's 40-28 against the spread. And in home openers, he's 6-2 straight up and against the number. I mentioned to you before earlier about this being an abundance of division games. Well, you take a division dog in week one that didn't win 9 games last year, try 39-10 against the spread. That's a powerful number that comes with the Washington Redskins here. And this Rivera to Washington being a new coach, another great aspect here is new coaches that are home dogs in game one with teams are 14-2 to the number. I gotta like all this, and I gotta look to fade Philadelphia here with all the injuries that they've got right now at the moment. I'm on Washington plus the points in the upset in this football game.
All right, let me ask you, Mark Lawrence, over under the amount of games Jalen Hurts starts at quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles this year.
That's a great question, okay? And that all depends upon how fragile Carson Wentz is, and we know extremely how well fragile Carson Wentz is. We're going to see Hurts in the lineup here right from the get-go. He might not be behind center. He'll be doing a Taysom Hill type roll out of the backfield. But I'm going to go so far as to say this, that if Wentz does go down, and he probably likely will, when they insert Jason Hurts at quarterback, I think it's going to be a big boost for the football team. This kid is nothing but a winner everywhere that he's been before. And people think all he does is runs the football and can't pass. Nothing could be further from the truth. His passing efficiency last year was 9th best overall in NCAA history. The kid can run the ball, throw the ball. I'm a big Hurts fan. And not that I'm rooting against Carson Wentz, but I really do like Jalen Hurts.
All right, there you've got it. Don't forget, WagerTalk.com, SportsMemo.com. That's where you can see these two fine gentlemen. And always remember, $2 Tuesday. Every Tuesday, you get the hottest sports handicappers at WagerTalk as well as SportsMemo.com. And you get discounted best bets of the day. It's only $2 plus additional bonus offers that you can grab simply by heading over to WagerTalk.com and SportsMemo.com.